Hi, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. First, Gemini, I want to thank you for, and if you're new here, this was in the previous videos that I did. I want to thank you so much for really listening, for me asking for more subscribes. If you keep coming back, you like these videos, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate you listening and answering my call, because I wanted to know if I really made a difference. Okay, this time, Gemini, we're gonna look into your November read that starts. It starts today, obviously, when I'm recording this, but I'm looking into it from mid-November until mid-December. But since I'm recording this right around the 11/11 portal that will take place, and then there's a lot of different energies going on that I will speak about in another video. A lot of energies coming to the planet, and with this 11/11 portal that is getting closer and closer when I do these readings, is going to have an impact on this energy for sure. So we're going to start with this overall energy and go deeper and deeper into the message. Gemini, mid-month. There you go. That was fast. Battle of the Blues. What is this? Take steps toward positive change. Okay, Gemini. So either this is something that's going on for you right now. It looks a little bit doom and gloom, doesn't it? Someone with a big head. I'm just kidding. Someone is laying here, is laying here with a head in the creek, and this sword is being sort of put down, and the sword for me represents not recommendation, but communication. And so there can be something about really whatever situation, some sort of conflict, some sort of drama, something going on that you sort of have given up on a little bit. Like you just put your, like, it's not, don't bother. Like, it's not worth it to debate this. It's not worth it to try to convince someone of something. It's like you give it a rest now. Like you rest your case. Like I'm not going to bother. Or this can be something that has been going on, and this is like, okay, and now it's done. We're giving this like, we're done here. But you're still feeling the, I think it's called repercussion. You're feeling the repercussions of this. Like something is up, Gemini. Something is a little bit weird or a little bit off in the energy. It can also be that we're just having those, it's Battle of the Blues. So it's interesting because I'm going to talk about this blue energy, Orion, and like all these things in this upcoming video, and this blue light that is coming to the planet. And this is the Battle of the Blues, and I understand that they don't mean the color blue. It's the Battle of the Blues, like you have the blues, like you feel under the weather, like you're a little bit down and out. But because of this energy, it's the Battle of the Blues. And I think it can also be that there's such high energy coming to the planet right now. There's so much influx, like so much influences that it can mess with your system a little bit, unless you're really rested, unless you're really in tune with yourself. You get enough sleep, you get enough water, you get enough food to ground yourself. It can be a little bit shaky right now. So we're going to get deeper into this message and see what's going on here, Gemini. Take steps towards positive change. Okay, what do we have for Gemini here? Going deeper, please. And also at the very end, we're going to hear what the angels, your angels, has to say about the situation. Gemini. Ooh. There you go. So, yeah. Very much so. Maybe not, well, maybe all three of these cards, but the first one out is Fork in the Road. It's a fork in the road, like we're choosing which direction to go in, and 13 is transformation. Second card out is Between Worlds. So you're between two places. And then here we have co-create. That is also, it's not two places, it's not a fork in the road, but it's co-create. So it's like you and something else. And it's between this and this. It's like a divide in the middle. This is really interesting. And then we have So it's a beautiful process here, and I understand everything is always a process. Everything always starts somewhere and ends up somewhere, obviously. But you're in the, like, if you think of this as whatever's going on here, like if something is really defeating you or depleting you, or like it feels like you just can't win, like you're trying to get to some place and it's just, it might not even be every day. It might even be every other day. Like one day it feels like you can change the whole world, and then second day is like, or not. Like I just want to lay down and not get out of the bed, or like something like that. Then this is a situation that is like, it's a situation that's just for right now, or has just been, like something has just ended, and you're feeling the blues. You're feeling the energy, the ripple effects of it still. So you're not quite out of it yet. And some of you guys might be more in the midst of it. So this is something that is just for now. Like this is not your life. This is not like there has been a never-ending story for 15 years. This is what I mean with the process. It's a thing happening in this very moment. And it's causing you, it's creating you to make a decision, to really feel where you're going and to feel where you want to go. And we have 13 here in this first card, 13. And then we have 3. And then we have 40. And why this is significant is because we have 13 that with a 3 that also touches this 3. But then 13 is 1 plus 3 is 4. And we have 4 on this card. And then we have a 0 after 4, which is completion. We've come full circle. There's nothing more to do here. So it's like an ongoing process that's going to lead to a full, like we're going to tie the knot, like you're going to come full circle here. And that would be the end of that. I just feel like there's enormous, and okay, I just got that if you don't recognize yourself in this at all, like no, things are quite smooth, things are running smoothly, things are on track, I feel really in alignment, maybe better than in a long time. This might be something that's going on in your immediate surrounding. It can be your, and then it's not like somewhere over there that doesn't touch you. It's your immediate surrounding, something you're really hooked into. Something is changing here. And it's changing for the better because it's going to allow for you to really co-create with the universe, to co-create with your creator, I was going to say, but who's your creator? It's you. So this fork in the road is asking you, or like you're asking yourself, which direction do I want to go in here? What do I want to choose here? And I think that if you see in the background there, it almost creates like a portal. Thinking about the 11:11 portal. And if you listen to this after 11:11, this portal is still very active, like energy-wise, it's still gonna have an effect. So this is like, okay, step through to something new. There's a transformation going on. And I just want to say, it probably feels like a fork in the road. It feels like you're supposed to make a decision about something. It might feel like you're supposed to like get on the train and get going with something, or like, and I just want to say the train is going whether you're, that's going to come out wrong. I was going to say the train is going whether you're on it or not, but like if you're not on it, you're not going anywhere, obviously. But I mean, you're moving forward whether you sort of, this might be a better card to describe it with. And this is probably why this came out, because it's going to describe it better. Because between worlds doesn't mean that you're stuck. And it doesn't mean that you're not moving anywhere. It just means that you're in between worlds. You're changing from one place to another. You're coming from something old and coming into something new. You're shifting, you're transforming. And this transformation, like I said, this is a process. This is an ongoing process, whether you're sort of actively, physically participating in it or not. So you might see some stuff from, like you might not see the full new version of something, and you might not be not stuck, but you might not be completely in the old. Something is happening. Something is shifting in your life right now that is causing you to make progress. It's causing you to move forward. And that's going to happen like that. That train is going and you're on it. Whether it feels like you're taking actual physical steps or not. Okay? And then it leads you into this co-creative, I'm going to read from the book for that one. It leads you to this co-creative space, this co-creative, like this might be the first time in a long time. You know, sometimes we need that sort of outer chaos to really go within. No matter what the reason is, like why you ended up in a little bit of turmoil or a little bit of chaos or this defeated feeling, whatever, it causes you to go inwards. Like it causes you to then finally get into that meditation or finally get into that practice of something or finally getting enough sleep or water or whatever. Yeah, I'm just going to read from the book. Co-create 40. And 4 is the heart matter. 4 is laying a new foundation. 4 is like building that ground. And then come full circle. Like there's a completion here as well. So I think that's, it might also be like something, we're going to have our final, like there's going to be a final say in this, or there's going to be like it's a chapter closing or a chapter ending, or like where everyone has voiced their opinion. There might be a situation where we agree to disagree. It's a situation that just will, if you listen to this and you're like, no, we're right in the midst of that, or like, no, I haven't worked anything out yet, or no, there's no solution or resolution or whatever, you're going to come to that. And it's going to make you be more creative than you ever thought possible, because it's going to put you in a situation where you finally you finally do the thing you could always do. It's like, that's what we seem to come back to over and over. We finally start that meditation. We finally go for that walk, or we finally make that call, or like whatever that we wanted to do the entire time, but for whatever reason we didn't. And now you're sort of forced in to do that because it just highlights things. 35, 43, 41. Bingo. Okay. The essential meaning of this card is creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, and manifestation. And like I said, you probably don't feel that right now, that there's a lot of creativity, that there's a lot of inspiration or fruition or manifestation. You might not feel that at all, because you might come from the place which will create that, which will cause that, if that makes sense. So we're moving on here to the Oracle's message. You may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality, blended with universal spirit. You're a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-created it, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. And I'm going to read the other messages as well. This is what I'm saying. Out of hardship comes blessings. Out of the darkness comes the light. Like out of turmoil, if you look at a problem only to sort of spark a solution, the problem is not a problem. The problem is just there to cause more, just cause expansion. And that's what it feels like. Like you're in between worlds right now, and that's maybe what's a little bit frustrating. Like it feels like you're at a crossroads. It feels like you don't really know the direction of things, But if you sort of just settle down and just take it easy and understand that, okay, the train might be running and I'm actually on the train. I just don't know if I really feel it or if I really know where it's going. But if you sort of just settle into it, take up a good book or like drink some beautiful tea or whatever on your journey, like you're going to eventually know exactly what you're on your way to create right now, if that makes sense. So move on to the relationship message, because I feel like I should read all of them. Connections of the heart serve to inspire you, opening you up to new ideas you would never have come to on your own. You're looking in a mirror, held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You're going to be so happy that you kept your heart open. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. So it seems like you really are moving in, like maybe you're coming from a place of a little bit of self-loathing even, like to be a little bit judgmental towards yourself, feeling like you should do more, you could have done more, you could be better in various situations. Like there's a judgment there. And so it feels like you're actually moving yourself out of that, sorry for saying pity party, like a little bit of a victim mentality, and into this more graceful, open heart, like practicing really opening your heart and maybe be more of service rather than what did I do wrong? How can I be more of service to others? Like to just shift that focus is going to feel really, really good for you. And then we have a prosperity message. Flashes of inspiration give rise to great success when you receive this message. You are at your most creative now, and whatever you apply yourself to will lead to the fruition of your dreams. Remember that all your ideas are channeled from higher source. You create your reality in partnership with Spirit. The potential for manifestation is unlimited now. Revel in its vastness. So if you just listen to that, like everything is on track. Everything is working out. Everything is like whatever you're doing now in accordance, in alignment, in co-creation with the universe or whatever you call it, is lined up, like it's working. So again, this is more like a trust in the process a little bit. When it feels a little bit slow and gloomy, it doesn't mean it's not working. You sort of just have to look at it as a little bit of a slow process or like a slow period, but it doesn't mean that it's not moving. I just have to really point that out. It doesn't mean that it's not moving. It doesn't mean that it's not working. You don't have to do anything else or anything more, change anything for it to work, because it already does. Out of the problem comes the solution, and you're headed towards the solution. Okay, any final advice, final messages from your angels? Gemini. If you believe. Okay, this is so annoying. Isn't it annoying to get these, or like, just meditate more? Well, you go meditate or do something else. But it really comes down to this, like to not give up right now. Like don't give up what you believe in. Don't give up your faith in yourself, your faith in the universe. Like just keep going. And like I said, you don't have to be like 100% all the time. You don't have to feel like, I know it's really tough. I've had those moments myself where it's like, is anything moving? Like, is anything going on right now? Like, where is the direction? It's like a directionless. And it's a little bit tricky when you sort of don't have there's no inkling of anything. And it's really annoying. But then if you just sort of settle into that a little bit, like you don't have to get a result like right now. If you settle into it a little bit and just sort of do what you can do anyway. Watch a series, clean up a little bit. Like you don't have to change the world every day type of feeling. And if this is just a groove that you're getting out of, you will get out of it just by slowly walking forward. it will take care of itself. It will cease to exist. Okay? I hope this helps, Gemini. It feels like you need a little bit of an extra hug, so I'm sending you a cyber hug here from me to you guys. This too shall pass. It will get better. Okay? Thank you so much for watching.